Yeah, a very good afternoon to everyone present here. I'm Amol Moe, Director Strategy and Growth at Lemon Ideas. Welcomes you all. It's a proud moment as we gather to inaugurate season 12 of Innopreneurs, a platform that continues to fuel innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. After the grand success of season 11, we are thrilled to begin this new chapter with even greater energy. To mark this beginning of this incredible journey, it's an honor to welcome our dignitaries who have joined us today. We are delighted to welcome our distinguished guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar, Executive Vice President, Ecosystem at Wadhwani Foundation, and Dr. Rai, CEO of Chestra Racehorse Business Private Limited. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence. And now let's take a moment to acknowledge the backbone of this competition, our esteemed juries. We also take the immense pleasure in welcoming our esteemed juries members who bring with them a wealth of experience and insights. We have today with us Ms. Asta Singh, founder and investor, Torch That Fat. She is also a Lemon Ideas alumna. Then Mr. Anindya Sen, co-founder, Purple Synapse. Then Mr. Vikram Mitra, co-founder of Delta Botanicals Private Limited. And Mr. Shiv Varun Singh Rajput, founder and CEO of Nautical Wings Aerospace. All these esteemed juries are also a part of our alumni group. They are Lemon Ideas alumni. Next slide, please. So let's have a quick look at what Lemon Ideas is all about and our journey and all. So in Lemon ecosystem, we have four verticals. One is the Lemon Ideas, which is a vibrant ecosystem which offers mentoring for startups and small enterprises, acceleration for education and sustainable living startups. We have a consulting for new incubators, as well as enterprise development organization, as well as we offer partnerships with academic, government agencies, and corporates. Then we have our Lemon School of Entrepreneurship, which has a vision to support, mentor, and train budding and early stage entrepreneurs. The pedagogy is learning by doing through reflection and through real life experimentation. LSC encourages entrepreneurs and provide the necessary support through several online and offline programs. Then we have over this very famous Innopreneurs Global Startup Contest, for which we have gathered here. We also have a Lemon Seed Fund, which is at a very early stage, and all our funding related activities are actually happening through this Lemon Seed Fund and Lemon ecosystem. To quickly look at our journey, the Lemon Ideas was launched in 2013. The first Innopreneurs contest we started in 2014. In 2016, we started Lemon Gurukul, and first Lemon School of Entrepreneurship cohort was launched. By 2017, we were recognized as a startup from Government of India. 2019, the first time we started a Lemonade stand-up workshop for kids. By 2020, we pivoted from offline to online mode, and we went from regional to the national across pan-India. By 2021, we were moved from national to international. By 2022, Lemon Ideas community was launched. In 2023, we have launched our verticals, like Innopreneurs Junior is one of the idea level contests for K-12 kids that we have started. 2024, our advisory services are launched, and particularly in 2025, we also took up some government pilot project with the government of Maharashtra. Some of the impact numbers what we have achieved so far is 12,000 plus entrepreneurs has been supported through our Innopreneurs contest and various other activities of Lemon Ideas ecosystem. 800 plus ventures were supported, 25,000 jobs were created. We have given regular recognition to the entrepreneurs, which is like 500 plus. We have conducted events more than 500. And particularly through this Innopreneurs contest, the live pitches were happened like more than 5,500. These are some of our prominent startup alumni. And as we start beginning with the 2000 season 12 of Innopreneurs, we hope to see this number has been increasing, and some of our startups who is already joined as audiences would likely be on this uh, prominent alumni startup banner. Some of the highlights for Innopreneurs season 11. 500 plus startups have already registered, and we are expecting this number, the registration numbers, to go more than 1,200. We offer multilingual pitching in this contest, mainly in English and Hindi, and some of the regional languages are also included based on the comfortable of the jury and the participating teams. Partnership with the reality show Lions Den offers a chance to secure funding deals. We have planned 50 plus training rounds, 100 plus hours of training and mentoring sessions has already been planned. 50 plus collaboration meetups going to happen, and 25 plus startups for incubation and acceleration cohort will be picked up. The tentative schedule for season 12 is as below. The pre-live started and shortlisted for the teams for top 100 were happened in 20th of July. On 20th of August, the Lemon School of Entrepreneurship organized a training session, particularly presentation skills for top 50 pitching, 500 pitching rounds. And this training session will happen prior to every pitching round. Today, the 23rd August, we are having this inaugural ceremony for season 12. The same day after inaugural ceremony, the presentations for top 500 rounds are going to happen. For each round, there are 30 presents has been planned. 25th August, through these pitching rounds, we will start selecting the team. Our team will start selecting the top 100 cohort. 12th to 18th Jan, the top 100 Centurion startup stage bootcamp by LSE is going to happen. 19th Jan 2026, promotion of waitlisted teams to the top 100. 24th Jan to 6th of Feb, the top 100 presentation rounds going to happen. From 7th Feb 2026 onwards, funding, mentoring, incubation, exploration, and discussions going to start. And 21 and 22 February is what we have planned is our finale and grand finale event. From 1st March onwards, the funding and acceleration cohort activity is going to start. So let me take this moment and announce the formal launch of Innopreneurs season 12. Let's capture this moment, a group photo, please. Everybody, please switch on their cameras. Okay, let me take this moment and invite our founder and chief idea farmers at Lemon Ideas, Deepak Minaria, for addressing the audience.
Okay, thank you, Amol. Can you confirm my audio visuals, please?
Cool. Yes, Deepak sir, you are audible and visible.
Okay, fantastic. So, uh, very wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. I am Deepak Menaria, stupid, crazy person behind this entire show that you are seeing today. So, happy to see season 12. Yes, I've been part of similar programs for almost 11 times, and now this is the 12th season. And every season we start, there are some new hopes, there are some new things we want to experiment. There's something that we keep doing every year. So whenever we start a new season, I go back to the first season. So first season, I still remember we had about 40 odd teams who had participated, and I think a very small round, very early. Startups were a very new term in the country. We were much ahead, and the winner of that season one is still a very good friend of ours. He's very well connected to our ecosystem, and in fact he's one of the very prominent investors now with us. So this has been the journey over the last so many years, and yeah, it's been a fulfilling. There's a lot of joy, a lot of enjoyment, and I keep enjoying every moment as I meet people who want to bring some change in the world, want to innovate, who have some different kind of passion to do something different in their life, and that's my motivation, and I keep getting my inspiration from that. So thank you for this wonderful Kickstart ceremony for season 12. I'm happy to have two esteemed guests with us today. Uh, Mr. Ravi Shankar, happy to have you here. Welcome. I think our relationship with Vadhwani Foundation goes back to almost 10 years, where we had many different reasons to be part of multiple programs at Vadhwani, and a lot of very veterans of Vadhwani Foundation. We have worked together in the past, and many of them are probably prominent faces in the entire ecosystem in the country, and few are abroad. So yes, my relationship with Vadhwani goes long, and I think it. I still remember those NEN days where we used to do a lot of things with NEN, and so yes, thank you so much, Ravi ji, for joining in. Also happy to welcome Dr. Rajiv Roy from Racehorse Business Consulting, Bangalore. They have been one of our recent partners at Lemon Ideas, and I've been part of multiple conversations with Dr. Roy, and I was able to witness his passion and energy when it comes to getting the startup navigated on an appropriate path so that it can lead to success. So thank you, Dr. Roy, for joining in this wonderful afternoon. I'm super excited to always see a lot of our alumni founders coming back, and I think every season is kind of a new season, new contest, new presentations is a reason for us to also uh, connect with our previous founders. And I'm always very super proud that many of our previous founders who have been in a similar event as an audience are now joining as an expert, as a jury, as a mentor, and I'm so happy to see that always. So happy to have Astha with us today. Good to see you, Astha. It has been. I still remember those so many conversations that we keep talking, we keep exploring. In fact, I would be in Patna very soon, so we'll definitely get a chance to meet again and do a lot of more wonderful things. Thank you, Astha, for joining in. A very veteran on the rural side, is passionate about rural side. Happy to have Vikram also, one of the prominent Ayurveda based mad and crazy guys in our ecosystem who drinks, eats, breathes Ayurveda in his life. So he's based out of Odisha. Happy to have you, Vikram, as part of the jury panel today. Anindya Sen, so good to see you, Anindya ji. Wonderful. I still see your background is still the same what it used to be years back. So happy to see you, and Anindya. been working on the education space in the cyber security for many years, and we had a long relationship. They were one of the participants in one of the previous editions at Innopreneur. Another, I think, jury is Varun. Varun is an aerospace guy. He's been running a fantastic startup, Nautical Wings, one of the prominent in the country now on the aerospace side, where they've been building propellers for UAVs and a very big vision to make India's first commercial electric plane. So Varun is also on the jury today. So it's always been fascinating to really connect to our old members out here at part of this initiative. So very few good things. What's new in this edition? One is, yes, we are continuing to bring this change that केवल अंग्रेजी से काम नहीं होता है, हिंदी भी चलती है. So Hindi is something which I am very keen that it's passion cannot be restricted with any language. The kind of creativity or idea कि कोई भाषा में हम उसको सीमित नहीं रख सकते हैं. And this is a thought which we have been carrying for last 1 or 2 years. And in fact, पिछले संस्करण में 25% presentations were in Hindi. So I think now this year I expected that number to grow more. And we are absolutely fine for founders to present in their natural language, where I think when the heart speaks, the impact is very different. So Hindi is something we will encourage, and I personally will request anyone जो इस अंग्रेजी के दबाव में नहीं आना है, अगर आपको हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल है तो आप हिंदी में बात कीजिए. आई थिंक आपकी बात शायद और अच्छे तरीके से लोगों तक पहुंच पाएगी. So that doesn't mean that you don't speak English, but yes, in case you still can't really have that kind of confidence in English, please switch to Hindi. And if you not even Hindi, if you have any regional language, please request our team, and we'll be happy to arrange a separate regional language round for you also. So that's perfectly fine, and we would want language not to become a barrier in your work. So that's something which we would continue to encourage in this season. Their junior is part of the season 12. So there's a startup track, there's an idea innovation track, and then there's a junior track. So in fact, working with children is my new madness, I would say. And I'm personally interacting with all the junior entries. I'm spending time with those kind of grade 6 children, grade 9 children. In fact, one idea I saw today morning, I think he was just 11 years age, and what he was talking was mind boggling. So I could sense ki even probably a engineering AI graduate probably will not be able to understand his idea. So I think this kind of fascinating things keeps coming to us, and I keep enjoying, and I keep loving the way children are taking head on the kind of positivity and change for the country. One another thing, this time we are encouraging startups from the deep tech hardware side more. So going by the Viksit Bharat mission for the country by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, I think in this specific season, for the first time, we have added a kind of benefit for startups who have a hardware part in their startup, or some kind of deep tech, or some manufacturing, or some actual product creation in their space. So these are a few things which we are doing. Finally, I will request all startups to really think of mindful entrepreneurship. We have recently seen what happened with online gaming. So I think we had a lot of startups on the gaming side, but somewhere I was always convinced ki are they really mindful for the future generation. So please, that's my personal take. I won't really want that you all should think like that. But yes, mindful entrepreneurship is something that I am really keen, and I would want people to really think through that lens also, that whatever we are doing is going to be helpful for our future generations, or maybe our own children. That's how I look at it. So I think, thank you so much. I'll have more reasons, many occasions to talk to you all, since this is your starting journey. We are going to be together for next 7 8 months now. So I'll have more reasons to talk to you, and I'll kind of enjoy my conversation. So for the time being, I'll restrict my conversation. And once again, I welcome everyone. सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन. सबकी जय हो, सबका मंगल हो. सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak sir, for your presence and addressing the gathering. Now uh, let me invite our guest, founder and CEO for Racehorse Business Consulting, Dr. Roy.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much. First of all, welcome everybody in this particular session. And I would like to congratulate Lemon Idea for hosting this 12th season. And it is positively not a very straightforward journey. I'm sure that every year you went through a different level of expression, experiences, because India is changing every 3 years. There's a shift of almost 25 to 30%. So overall, our demography, economics, everything is changing. Specifically after the COVID, you have seen that changes in the economics quite high. So this is a great platform where most of the startups are coming, displaying their credibilities and taking the advices from Lemon Ideas, juries, their mentors to shape up their, individual, entrepreneurships and or the startups. I wanted to put certain points which we have, from our company. We have done evolutions of more than 2000 startups in last possibly 2 to 3 years. I have done it almost last 5 to 6 years. Just now, Deepak ji was talking about mindful startup. Now, while we are evaluating the startups, we have found that creating a business is not always a startup. A mindful startup, design thinking, these two goes hand in hand. My suggestion to all the startups will be do a little bit more research on your startups. You all come to the platforms and display your credibilities. I'm expecting that all of you are expecting a fund or grant should be generated for you, or you win a winning prize money. You speak to multiple VCs for the funding. Funding is a part of your business, not the whole of your business. Your business valued with a kind of feasible ideas, the sustainable solution, the problems what you are approaching. So before you basically create an idea, you need to go to the market and do a bit of research saying that what problem you are solving, what kind of customer base it is having, whether the customers are ready to pick up that particular solution and ready to pay you the premium for that. Because at the end of the day, you either deliver a products or the services. So you need to have a set of customers, first level of customer, second level of customer before you go for the scale up. So your sustainable idea, your feasible solutions, your leadership, which plays very, very major role. Because initially, whenever you are developing an idea and you are meeting your next set of teams, maybe collaboration with another one companies, or you are striking for a funding, they wanted to see that what is your team. Because at the end of the day, when your solution is in the market, your leadership team basically becomes a brand value of your organization. Your leaderships, then it comes basically the business model, whatever you are developing. Business model is basically a consortium of different functions and the operations, how you are basically generating your customers, fulfilling the customer's need, and basically satisfying the customers. Fourth point is very, very important is their business process and the execution. Because at the end of the day, whatever the products you are developing or solution you are developing, how you are reaching out to the customers, and basically you are executing it for customers. If a customer having a problem and you have a solution, at the end of the day, your solution need to solve the customer's pain point. And that is where customers are ready to pay you the premium. You always have to note that your earliest possible failures should be in the MVP creations. So while doing the MVP creations, you do a little bit more research about your competitors. Please note there are research should be driven by two different factors. One is called qualitative factors, one is called quantitative factors. So do a little bit more research about who are your competitors, what are the kind of solutions they are giving, who are your customers, what kind of pricing strategies you are going to create, and what is the ways you are reaching out to the customers. Your go-to market also decided during your MVP period. During the MVP, you will never get 10 customers. So create your networks, utilize your known people to get first one or two customers and hang around with them. Please note, you satisfy the first two customers at whatever you are learning. You basically can replicate the same thing on the demographics. What is the demography? Demography is basically the populations of the customers where you are going to put your solutions. You create a sample out of it, and that sample, satisfying that sample becomes your success in the populations. So look, there are certain points, whatever I told and whatever you are doing it by doing creating your startups, you might sometimes feel that starting up a new business is itself is a startup. Yes, it is logically, because nobody can able to prove it wrong. But please note, if your startup doesn't have a differentiation USPs, then you basically struggle every other day. The moment your business becomes very easy to develop, it is very easy to copy. Third, and the last point I wanted to tell you, many of you might be getting appalled by saying that, oh no, my startup is having 5 patents. Okay, having patent is good, but patent cannot give you the valuations. If your patent doesn't stop your competitors not to do the business or making their life tougher. So whenever you are having a patent, please ensure that patent is having a value in the market. It means if you present your patent, your 5 competitors life becomes tougher because you have created a new methods out of it. There are certain fallacies related to your patent, trademark, and all those things. You keep it aside, work on your current agenda of your startup, put more thoughts on creating the USPs, having an understanding after meeting a lot of industry leaders. Let's say today Lemon Idea gave you a great platform where you are interacting with a lot of judges and the mentors. Please speak out to them, discuss with them, take their feedbacks or criticisms in a positive note, come back, work out with it, and 6 to 8 months timeline, present a startup, what is not you have started today. Today, whatever you are having, and after 7 months, whatever you are going to deliver it, there should be a clear differentiator. Lot of works are there, because at the end of the day, lot of you, or possibly most of you, came here to make $1 million, you know, venture. I wish you all the very best. In the startup ecosystem, failures are very high, but the people who become successful, they become possibly 20x or 100x categories. Keep ensuring that you are working on it. Failures is never be a roadblock. Failure is positively gives you certain ideas, new ideas to overcome your next level of hurdles and making your products stronger. With that note, I wanted to congratulate all of you to work with Lemon Ideas, and working with each others and seeing a healthy competitions, and enjoy this next 7 months and maybe rest of your life with your ventures. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roy, for your presence and address in the gathering. Now let me invite Mr. Shankar. Next slide, please. Yeah, Mr. Ravi Shankar, Executive Vice President, Ecosystem, Vadmani Foundation, to address the audience.
Thank you, Amol. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Dr. Roy. It was wonderful listening to you folks. And yes, I remember, like, I know from my colleagues that we've had a 10-year plus partnership with Lemon Ideas, and know that Deepak ji has been doing a wonderful job. Saw some of the impact that you have created. Wonderful, right? So 15,000 plus venture supported stuff is truly commendable. What started 10, 11 years back as maybe just a small seed today has become a full grown tree, right? Which is fantastic. And I must congratulate you and your team and wish you the very, very best, sir. Well done. I just want to talk a little bit about the foundation and what we do, so that all of you can, since we also have a partnership, we would love to support a lot of startups and help them become successful. In a nutshell, the foundation, Vadvani Foundation, we are about 25 years old. Started in around the 2000, 2001. And it is run under Dr. Romesh Vadvani's aegis, so which means it is fully funded by Dr. Romesh Vadvani's fortune. So he's one of the persons who signed the Bill Gates giving pledge. So which means 80% of his wealth is going towards the foundation. So whatever training programs we have, whatever accelerator programs we have, nothing. So we don't charge any startup or any other entrepreneur anything. So it's fully free of cost. And it's obviously, we don't take equity or anything as well. So we do a bunch of things. Our mission of the foundation, which is closely aligned with what Deepak ji also mentioned, is towards helping create jobs, right? Ultimately, what we want to do is help create jobs, because our belief is if there are enough and more meaningful jobs created in the economy, a lot of problems go away, right? Because people then upgrade their lifestyles and become independent. So a whole bunch of other issues can go away, and moreover, there is no other entity focused on job creation. So our mission statement says that we want to create 5 million jobs, right? And the way we do it is we sort of have 4 pillars in the way we do. One is we do a lot of skilling. So we would have skilled close to more than 1.5 million people. So we skill them, we try and place them as well. So we work with a bunch of organizations here, partnerships here to skill people. The next level is which is our entrepreneurship program, where again, this is alluding to what Deepak ji said. We start working with students, and I must say, when you told me that there is an 11-year-old who's made presentation, it blew my mind. We work with colleges right now, graduates and above. Maybe we should change our programs to start going even lower, because I think kids these days, and it's wonderful to hear that. Trust me, it's wonderful to hear some things like that there are 11-year-olds, 15-year-olds making a big leap into what we want to do something and stuff. So which is great to hear. So we work with students, we work with 200 plus institutes across the country. We introduce them to an entrepreneurship program. So what we want to do is we want to almost, it's a 50% teaching and 50% practical. What I mean by that is we introduce and we tell them what does it take to become an entrepreneur, what do some of these things mean, be it term sheet, be it MVP, PMF. So we kind of give them that entire structure. We try and put a structure. And then, of course, for people who are really keen to pursue, we validate their ideas, and then we also connect them with incubators and other partners who then can take that forward. So that's something that we do with a large number of students. Like this year, we would be working with around 150,000 students. And then the second aspect of it is we work with people who have already started up. Now, it could be a startup, it could be an SMB, it could even be a micro entrepreneur, right? So we work with every entrepreneur, and our single motivation is how can we make them successful. And what we sort of do to try and make them successful is, our belief at least is, we try and give them a whole lot of resources. One of the data points that you should know is, if a startup can find the right mentor, and the key is a right mentor or an expert, the chances of success rate goes up by as high as 70-80%. So if you have a right mentor guiding you, sort of not only just giving you some good news and patting you on the back, but also giving you a reality check and stuff like that, then you know what, you could actually leapfrog to success. A lot of founders I meet, and Dr. Roy mentioned it a bit, there is a belief that funding can solve the problem, but it's not. It really is not the case. Funding is not going to solve your problem. Getting things right, doing things in the right manner, and possibly going through that ropes is what will solve the problem than just funding. In fact, it's good that you don't get funding, because you learn a lot in that period where there is a money problem. That's where you learn a whole lot of things on how to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, so mentorship, be it talking to experts, meeting experts in the domain, attending some of the live sessions by experts, or giving you tools, access to various tools and checklists, etc. That's what we do in our program, which we call as Liftoff. And we do have a partnership with the Lemon team, and anybody who's interested can join Liftoff as well. And I would love to invite each one of you to join. Hopefully, it will help you in your journey as an entrepreneur. Our single objective is how can we make you successful, right? And successful would mean how would you have progressed from your venture, maybe grown your revenue, or maybe launched a product if you're in an idea stage. If you have launched a product, then how do you go to MVP stage and then PMF stage, and maybe get your real customers, market research, all of those steps that we want to help you with. And that's the second bucket. So helping entrepreneurs and students, introducing them, that's the second thing that we do. This year, to give you an example, we'll work with around 10,000 startups. And a large part of our program is also, we've also kind of democratized access, which means we have built a platform where people can come in and access on their own, and navigate on your own. So we're trying to simplify it more and more and more, so that everything can be self-serve, easy, 24/7 accessible. So we just want to break barriers. We don't want to put more barriers, because we understand that entrepreneurs need it in their own time. Maybe you have time at 5 in the morning or 11 in the night, and you can't attend some of the things that we want you to attend at 3:30 in the afternoon and stuff like that. So we've kind of democratized access and made that platform available to everybody. So that's the second that we do. The third, which is again touching on what Dr. Roy said, we launched something with on the innovation side, where we've tied up with the top institutes in the country. The idea is, how can we translate research to a commercial product? 98% of patents in India don't have a commercial side. They're just patents, right? You get patents and then you sit on it, but you don't really launch any commercial product. So one of the things that we did, we had an event called Yugam, where the Honorable Prime Minister was there. So we tied up with the the Anusandhan objective that India has, and our objective was how can we enable these translational research, how can we take them to reality? So that's something that we are doing. We're working with the IITs and IISCs, and again, we're focusing on healthcare, we're focusing on deep tech, we're focusing on deep research, which needs a lot of time for research, but we want to ensure that they see some commercial applications, right, once they launch. So that's the third aspect on how we're trying to enable entrepreneurship and eventually jobs. And the fourth, we work with the government. So there is a lot of work that we do with with ministries, where our objective is how can we bring forth our ideas into implementation there. So some of the projects that we will pick up, with let's say with the Ministry of Agriculture, with the Ministry of Education. So we would have pick up projects on the ground, see if things like new age things like AI, etc., can help build efficiencies, and this can be rolled out across the country. So those are the four aspects that the foundation is involved in. But our singular goal is to enable creation of meaningful jobs. And our kind of lofty target is how do we get to 5 million in the next couple of years. So if we can generate 5 million new jobs, right, in the next couple of years by making entrepreneurs win, that's the sole objective. So that's what we are here for. I mean, it's great to see each one of you. I wish you all the best for the next 6-8 months. And the one thing I want to add is, I know you read data points and stuff about most startups failing and stuff. At least my belief has always been, startups can succeed or fail, but an entrepreneur will always succeed, right? An entrepreneur will always, if you do it the right way, there will be learnings. You will always end up being successful. Startups may not succeed. That's various reasons are there and stuff, but that's one thought I want to leave you with, or the final thought I want to leave you with. All the very best, everyone, and thank you so much, Deepak ji, for having me here. Amol, for the kind introduction. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ravi Shankarji, for your presence and addressing and sharing a valuable insights with the audiences. Thanks. Now let me invite our lead program coordinator, Mr. Ashwin Purade, for a vote of thanks.
Hello. Yeah, am I audible? Okay. So, thank you, everyone. So, I thank you, Ravi Shankar ji. Thank you, Dr. Roy, for taking about time from your busy schedules and gracing the occasion. Your words of wisdom would definitely benefit this entrepreneurs moving ahead. I would also like to thank the founders and the participants who have been here, the Lemon team, Deepak ji, Amol ji, and the rest of the teams, and looking forward to a great Innopreneurs season 12 moving ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and would like to please stand up for the question. Amol.